That's more like it. That's how we do it in North Georgia, folks.
Perhaps the best way to understand the Camaro Z28 is to think of it as a homologation special for a racing series that doesn't exist. How else could you explain the massive splitter, huge wheels and brakes, and high-revving 7-liter V8?
Underneath, we have the hand-assembled 7-liter dry sump 427 V8. This thing is a monster. 505 horsepower at 6,100 RPM, a red line of 7,000 RPM. It is a wonderful, wonderful engine. K&N cold air induction system, as I mentioned, the dry sump oiling system, and a really beefy 6-speed manual. This thing has all the hardware to make it a monster on the track.
We tried testing the Z28 in Alabama, but the weather wasn't cooperating. With near freezing temperatures, the surface wouldn't provide enough grip. Going for braking and handling data was pointless. A month later, Chevy brought the Z28 to California so we could test it on a better surface in normal weather. The Z28 isn't a drag racer, nor should you expect it to be. But mind the clutch and the throttle, and you'll get to 60 miles an hour in 4 seconds, and the quarter mile in 12.3 seconds at 117.2 miles an hour. Where the Z28 specializes is braking and handling. While our best stop took just 97 feet, the Z28 stayed under 100 feet for the majority of its braking runs, illustrating the system's tolerance for high heat. Around the figure 8, the Z28 ran a 23.6 second lap, matching what we've recorded from the Ferrari 458. The time might be faster too, had second gear been slightly longer, as the Z28 would just get to the limiter before the braking zone. As for outright lateral grip, we recorded an average lateral acceleration of 1.06 G. We've been eager to drive this car ever since hearing GM was actually making it, so we were excited to meet Randy Popst at beautiful Barber Motorsports Park in Alabama to finally drive it.
Barber Motorsports Park, and I can hardly hear myself over the roar of this Camaro Z28, but I love it. It sounds good. I'm on cold tires, you notice? There's a 5-mode stability control, and I'm on 3 because these cold tires, well, they're so aggressive, they're like a racing slick, and that they need to be warmed up. The best way to warm tires is braking. Now I can start to feel the traction control working on power. Yeah, my foot's on the floor, but the computer is deciding how much power to deliver. And tell you what, that's really kind of a comfort under these conditions. The track's a little damp still. And 3 is very aggressive to me. Stability control and traction control. Bit of a comfort, but now it's starting to annoy me. I've got too much comfort. Up over the rise, we've got traction. I'm going to go up a mode on the traction control. We're up into 4, which is Sport 2. Down into turn 1. Into the brake zone. Man, I broke too early. This thing really stopped. Really powerful brakes. Very quick response. The shock damping helps the Camaro over the many rises and jumps here at Barber Motorsports Park. New trail brake, the nose in, floor. Power down to the fast S. We are generating some G-force with the Camaro in all directions. Acceleration, cornering. taken a long time for these tires to get nice and warmed up, but they're starting to feel really good now. 305 size tires all around. That helps give that front a lot of grip, a lot of stick. We are going. Very satisfying car to drive fast, I must say. Yeah, baby. I love it.
Randy, you've just ran a 1:36.1 here in the Z28 around Barber, and that's a really fast time for this track. But the morning felt a little different. Walk me through the learning curve of this car.
It gets better.
Yeah.
I think it's got a broad power band,
It
but
does.
you rev it up and it gets better and better.
Yeah, it does.
And in cold temps, the tires will let go.
Yes.
In warm temps, the
Yeah.
tires are amazing.
When they are on, they are really
Amazing.
on. Yeah.
Part of the speed of the Z28 is in the Trofeo R aggressive track tire.
Just that ridiculous grip.
Yeah, and it's huge.
Yeah.
The front tires are 305.
Yeah.
Just like the back.
I also can't think of a Mustang that would be as fast as this around Barber here.
This car is far quicker in a straight line than even the Boss 302.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's got 100 and something more cubic inches too.
Well, Randy, see you later.
Well, we're really praising it. I almost feel
Yeah.
like a Chevy commercial. But maybe we should throw.
Oh, I think they'll be pissed off
Something
about the
out
Mustang
there.
helmets, so that's all right.
Oh, okay, yeah. But no, it really is very reminiscent of the Boss Laguna Seca.
Yeah. Faster, though.
Faster and really better, especially in the braking department.
Yeah.
But the Boss puts power down better.